The Youth Olympics is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I think anyone that gets to compete at that level can definitely agree with me. Not many people know this, but a Namibian team has never qualified, or a Namibian hockey team has never qualified for the Youth Olympics, so this was a huge milestone for our country. And from being in the village to going to the field, where we actually compete, every moment is just amazing and incredible, and it's something that you can't really describe to someone that hasn't been there. And I mean, especially for the hockey players, I'm sure that other countries can agree, being in Argentina where hockey is such a famous sport, it's probably the best atmosphere that you can play in, with the crowd and all the support going around it. So yeah, I loved every single minute. Anyone that goes to the Youth Olympics is going to say that it is one of the biggest privileges any athlete can, have. And especially being from a small African country, it's not something that you're going to achieve every day, so you have to take the chance when you get it. And for us to qualify, personally, captaining my team through that, we were such a close unit, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. I mean, I have goals to play at the highest level of hockey one day when I'm a bit older, and that was just another stepping stone, and it helped me gain so much experience. And when it comes to how it felt for my family, my mom, Shane Cormack, was the coach of our under-18 Youth Olympic Fives team. So it was a goal of ours since I was young to, go to such a prestigious sports event, and for us to experience that and be able to go through it together was something quite special that no one can take away from us. And my family has been involved in Namibian hockey for years, so this was just another really important moment that we got to all experience together. So I'm really, really grateful for that. I was heartbroken when I heard that they had to postpone the Youth Olympic Games to 2026. Not because it had any personal effect on me, but more for the generation of athletes that aren't going to be able to experience going to the Youth Olympics, and it was probably the only chance that they were ever going to get. I know for a fact that it was going to be one of Namibia's strongest hockey generations, so I was looking forward to seeing how well they were going to do, or if they had qualified for the Youth Olympics. But unfortunately that chance has been stolen from them, and I really am upset for each and every one of those players. However though, there is going to be another one in 2026, which I am again excited to see, because in Africa we don't have the strongest club hockey levels. So for us young hockey players to be exposed to a high level of playing, the only chance we really have is when we qualify for iconic events such as the Youth Olympic Games. So whenever we get the opportunity, we always try and take it and make the most of it. So yes, there is going to be a generation that will be missing out on that, but the next generation is just going to be even more talented and ready to take that opportunity. So I am very excited to see how that works out. I don't think anyone expected me to receive that award, especially being the youngest player at the tournament and playing for a small country that's only ever competed at the World Cup once before. It was a shock to everyone, and I couldn't believe it. But at the end of the day, I have to give all the glory to God, because it truly was a miracle, and I don't know how I would have achieved something like that without him. The World Cup is a very intimidating and overwhelming experience, and the atmosphere is just incredible. So even just getting the opportunity to play at a tournament like that at the age of 16 is yet again a once in a lifetime experience. I remember playing my first game against Czech Republic, and I scored my first goal, and it was also the first goal for the team. And I could have ended the tournament there. I was ecstatic, I was over the moon. I couldn't believe that I even scored. But then as the tournament went on, I grew more confidence and the goals were just coming naturally. So it was the biggest blessing I have ever received. So I'm really thankful for that. Right now, my biggest ambition for the women's team is to qualify for the next World Cup so that we can compete there and improve our rankings. Obviously, these times during the pandemic are really uncertain and we don't really know what's going to happen next, so I can't look too far ahead. But I can only focus on the next step, which is the qualifiers, and I'm just going to trust God's timing, and I know that it'll be revealed and I'll just take it from there.